Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, and I think I finally snapped, man. I think I have finally done it. I'm now tired of Shipment. Honestly, it may be the worst map in Modern Warfare Remastered for me right now, which is really weird because I used to love this map so much. I feel as though I could have played my final Shipment game here in Modern Warfare Remastered, and I think I would be okay with that. So this goes back to a video that I made a while ago. I actually have it open on my second monitor here. November 26th, I made a video saying Modern Warfare Remastered is making me hate Shipment. And in that video, I described why I'm getting tired of Shipment, because at the time, there were only 10 maps in the game, and of course, Shipment was one of them. And the entire Call of Duty community, there was like this entire phenomenon where everybody was constantly backing in and out of lobbies. They were surfing for lobbies just so they could find Shipment. So whenever you would search for a game of 6v6 domination, chances are you're going to get thrown into a Shipment game late, you're going to get thrown into a Shipment lobby, and just most of the time, I even had stat tracking in that video to show you how often I played Shipment, you would just play Shipment. It was a map that everybody was always trying to play, and I described how it kind of gets tiresome playing the same map over and over, and one of the reasons why the map was fun in the first place back in Call of Duty 4 was the fact that the map itself was a rare treat. You did not see it very often, and so when it did pop up, it was a lot of fun. The contrast in the Call of Duty 4 multiplayer was fantastic. I mean, you would play game after game on Overgrown and District, and if you had DLC like Creek, and then eventually, occasionally, you would play on Shipment, and it was like this really fun treat. It was very special, whereas in Modern Warfare Remastered, it doesn't feel very special anymore because you played so often. And now that we have double XP, if you guys don't know, it's a double XP weekend. It's going to be running until the 30th. We're going back to the point where, again, people are going to start surfing for Shipment. Like, even though we have the remaining 6 maps, you don't have the DLC maps yet. Those are coming down the pipeline, but we have all these standard maps from Call of Duty 4 now. Even then, I still play Shipment way more than I would like to. Like, just for some reason, maybe it's because I played it too much, or I actually have a couple of reasons why I personally just am not having fun on Shipment anymore. I think number one is the fact that people have the ability to bring class items with them when they prestige, and so now, whenever Shipment does show up in the map rotation, if we get lucky or people are surfing for the lobby or what have you, most people, I guess maybe 90% of the Modern Warfare Remastered community, they have Frag Times 3 ready to go. They have Martyrdom on their class. They are ready to go. Basically, they spawn in with 4 grenades, 3 in their pocket and 1 up their butt. They're ready to go whenever Shipment shows up in the rotation, and when you get into those lobbies where there are several people on the other team who are making it their sole mission in life to throw grenades on Shipment, it's really not a lot of fun. Number 2, and this actually came from my buddy Cypher, because we were playing this afternoon because, of course, double XP, and we ended up playing Shipment a bunch because we like to play 6v6 Dom, especially when it's just the 2 of us, because it's easier to control a domination match with just 2 people as compared to going to ground war where things are a bit more chaotic. And like always, we ended up playing a bunch of Shipment, and even, like, we can back out if Shipment shows up, but since so many people are trying to play it, even with all the maps in the game now, oftentimes you get thrown in late. Like, we got thrown into 2 games of Shipment late this afternoon. And one of the things that he pointed out was the fact that the hit detection in Modern Warfare Remastered is a lot better than it was back in Call of Duty 4. I recently did a video where I compared the hit detection from Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare Remastered, and as well as, compared the entire multiplayers themselves. And with the improved hit detection, this means you are absolutely melting on this map. I mean, the weapon of choice, as I'm sure you guys have noticed on Shipment, is either like a stopping power RPD, a stopping power AK-47, maybe an M16, and then occasionally you get people rushing around with submachine guns and martyrdom and stuff like that, like you typically see me do in my videos, and as a result, you're just melting. Most people are using 2-shot kill weapons and are shooting at your spawn, and the number 3 reason is the community doesn't care about the objective. When I play on Shipment, it is just like this giant free-for-all fest of just people running around trying to kill each other, aiming at spawns, and not playing the objective. I mean, here's a screenshot from a game I had earlier. I mean, that was not fun whatsoever. We won handily, but just about every person on the other team was going positive, and we're all going negative because we were just holding down the flags while they were trying to kill us in our spawn. And it goes back to another video I made a long time ago about snipers. And in that video, I say I don't like snipers because snipers in the Call of Duty community, typically they ignore objectives, they run into spawns, they don't care about trying to win the game, and ultimately that's how I personally have fun. And it's okay that they want to do that. That's how they choose to have fun. But for me personally, how I have fun is trying to win the game and trying to win the objective, and I have a hard time doing that on Shipment, especially with how frequently it shows up. So most often, I get into these Shipment games now, and there's just people throwing grenades everywhere. Everyone's trying to spawn kill. Nobody's trying to capture the flag. Like, we win just about every single shipment game I play, but we don't have fun while we're doing it because we're really trying hard to get those flags and stuff. So just overall, I don't have a lot of fun on Shipment anymore, which is really sad because it's my #2 favorite map of all time. If you go back to my top 10 maps in Call of Duty history video, I ranked this map as #2 as the second best map in the history of the franchise. And now in Modern Warfare Remastered, now that I've played it hundreds upon hundreds of times, like since November when I made my I'm starting to hate Shipment video, even then I've played the map hundreds of times since then. And I think I'm just pretty much fed up with it at this point. Like, I think there's a place in the Call of Duty series for a map like Shipment. I think there is. I think there's a place for a map where it's just pure chaos. Anybody can get 100 kills if the lobby lasts long enough and the game goes on long enough. That spawn killing's kind of a thing. You know, the kind of a map where you can be running martyrdom, die, spawn in your own martyrdom, and die to your martyrdom. Like, that happens frequently. Like, I think there's a place for that. It's fun. It's chaotic. It's a nice change of pace. But just for me, I can't play it anymore. I've played way too much of it. I will never understand the people who only play Shipment, and there's a bunch of them. Like, there are people who are just constantly surfing Shipment lobbies, and I really think it's just, if they're having fun, I mean, more power to them, but it's got to be bad for them as a player, right? Because I see these people, because I play a lot of Dom, as you guys know, who are 10th Prestige, 11th Prestige, 15th Prestige, and they're just awful at the game. Now, it could just be because, you know, time doesn't equal skill, but time does equal skill to some extent, right? If you put that much time into a video game, chances are you're going to be better than most. But oftentimes when I see these high-ranked people, it's just because they play Shipment 24/7, and so when they go play on a map like, I don't know, Crossfire or Backlot or one of the newer maps like Wetwork, they just do horribly. And it's like, well, maybe if you stop playing Shipment all the time, you know, you would actually be able to play on some of the other maps. I don't know. Maybe I'm just salty in that respect, but I'm just not having fun on Shipment anymore. And it is double XP weekend, so we are going to see it a lot more. And part of me is tempted. It's like, I know I'm going to die a bunch, and it's not my fault, right? But another part of me is like, well, you know, that's a lot of XP you're leaving on the table there. I mean, the last time I played on Shipment, I had a pretty good game. I got like 130-something kills, and this was just this afternoon, and I ranked up like 4 times or something like that. Like, it's insane. If you have a good game on Shipment, it's amazing, but at the same time, even though I got, whatever, 130-something kills in one match, I wasn't really having a ton of fun the entire game. It's more stress than anything. It's like, oh gosh, I'm just going to die to something. I know somebody's going to kill me somehow. I'm trying to maintain this kill streak. I'm trying to get 100 kills. I'm trying to win the game. It's more stressful, really, than anything. And I never thought I'd say it, but I don't think Shipment's for me anymore. Maybe I just need a break from it. Maybe because even though I made that video a while back saying I'm starting to get tired of Shipment, I've still played it a ton since then. Maybe if I were to go ahead and just not play Shipment for a month or so, maybe give it 2 months even, I don't know, and just not play Shipment, then maybe I could go back to it and feel refreshed and be excited to play on it once again. Maybe I'm still burnt out on it because we have played Shipment a bunch. I would estimate that of all the maps in Modern Warfare Remastered, I probably played Shipment the most, even though I kind of tried to avoid it to this point. Like, it's a map that shows up all the time. People always vote for it. People are surfing lobbies so they can always try to have it as one of the available maps as soon as you join the lobby, or you may join in the game late. It's a map you play a bunch. It's probably the most played map in Modern Warfare Remastered if I had to make a guess. And maybe I'm just burnt out on it. I don't know, because I used to love it so much back in COD 4, but like I said in my previous video, it's like McDonald's. You know, when you're a kid, McDonald's was a treat. You know, you're happy every time you could go there because it didn't happen very often. But now you're an adult and you don't feel like cooking and you're lazy, so you go eat takeout 3 or 4 times a week, and suddenly it's not a treat anymore. It's just kind of like part of the usual routine, and that's what Shipment has kind of become for me. Like, it's not a treat to play on Shipment. It's kind of, it's an inevitability whenever I change lobbies. If I back out of a lobby, we almost always get thrown into a game late. You know, that's on Shipment, or we get thrown into a lobby it's about to play Shipment. It's like you basically have to play Shipment every new lobby you join, so you might as well stick to the lobby you're in. So I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I see a lot of you guys on Twitter agreeing with me, though. I think a lot of people are pretty tired of Shipment at this point, but at the same time, it has its place. People really enjoy playing the map. It's so different than any other map in the Call of Duty series that I think a lot of people enjoy that. I think a lot of people have a lot of fun here. People like leveling up, especially for double XP. Like, I think people maybe try to avoid it, but when it's double XP weekend, they kind of just look the other way. They continue to play because the XP is so good. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of Shipment? Are you guys enjoying it? I'd love to hear about that, but ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to vent a little bit, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed the video. I honestly feel that right now, for me personally, I think Shipment's the worst map in the game. Like, when it comes to actual fun being had, I just don't have a lot of it on Shipment anymore. Like, I'm gonna sound crazy here, but I had more fun playing Wet Work. I got a quad nade on Wet Work today. It was actually pretty cool, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just burned out on the map. I'd love to hear what you guys think down there in the comment section below. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please drop me a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.